Lakers fans, we're in serious trouble. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you this, but I'm saying it anyways. After losing on Saturday and going down 3-0 in the Western Conference Finals, uh, our chances of coming back are up to this point zero. Out of 149 times that a team has gone down 0-3 in a playoff series, zero have come back to win that series. So game three was definitely a must win. And after gaining the lead in the fourth quarter, just giving up two turnovers in a row and just allowing them to go on that run, utterly demoralized the Lakers team. It seemed like all the air was taken out of the building. And I'm sure the crowd will show up tonight at the crypto.com arena to show their support. But the crowd sometimes seems to be rather fickle. They do a lot of good cheering and things like that when the team is having success, but when the team is down, I don't hear a lot of those defensive rally cries or supportive cheers at all. It seems to get pretty quiet. And with the Lakers being on the brink of elimination, we definitely don't want that happening on our home court. So hopefully, the mantra is obviously one game at a time. I mean, that's really all you can do is one game at a time. But it would be ideal to at least force a game five up in Denver. It seems like we played better in the first two games in Denver than we did in the third game at home. Losing game two when we had a double-digit lead for a large portion of that game was definitely heartbreaking, backbreaking even. Whatever wind we had in our sails and momentum that the team had going seems to have died when we lost that golden opportunity to come back to LA with a 1-1 tie. Now the squad, who has had what some might describe as a Cinderella season, is on the brink of elimination. Yes, I've made videos early in the season and midway through the season. I said to myself, I didn't expect anything from the team after a 2-10 start. Getting into the playoffs and even into the play-in was a huge turnaround for the season, obviously. But now that you've made it to the Western Conference Finals and you're right at the doorstep of another opportunity at another championship, it's disappointing to go out this way with, what looks like without a fight. Obviously down 3-0. We know some of the games have been really close and have hinged on a couple plays here or there, but ultimately Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray and the rest of the cast and crew have outperformed our superstars. Their role players have outperformed our role players. And, I'd like to be faithful and say, hey, we can do it. We can be the first team in history to come back from 0-3. But, the fact that the team hasn't capitalized on golden opportunities to win games in this series and has actually let winnable games slip through their fingers is not a very encouraging fact. I will, of course, be wearing my Laker apparel tonight, watching the game, and cheering my purple and gold heart out for the Lakers to come back and at least get this win tonight, because that's all we could really do. But what I didn't want to say in my preview video that I'm going to say now is that the fact that the Lakers have kept the Nuggets out of the finals 4 times, the fact that the Lakers have eliminated the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals 4 times, it didn't seem like a good omen for me. It seemed like the Denver Nuggets were kind of the team of destiny this postseason, with Nikola Jokic sort of getting a snub, an MVP snub, because he's gotten it too many times already, I guess. Sort of put a silent chip on his shoulder. And the fact that they, as a franchise, are tired of losing to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, have never won a title. They're the only team still standing that's never won a title in their franchise history. So odds are going to tell you that eventually they're going to break through and get it. Obviously Lakers and Celtics, for all of you that were saying it was scripted for them to meet in the finals again, that would be some kind of script for them to both come back from 0-3 to make it to the finals this year. I think the league is tired of that matchup. We've seen it plenty of times. And even, not recently, the last time we saw it was in 2010, but that's still relatively recent history. And I think fans in the league are ready to see two new teams in the finals. Well, the Heat being the least of the title winning teams of the three remaining, and Denver not having any titles or any finals appearances as a franchise, it's going to be something new and exciting for the league. And I hate to say that as a Lakers fan, but it is what it is. The days of LeBron James being able to strap his team on like a backpack and carry him to the promised land, those are long gone. We've known that. He's needed a stronger and stronger supporting cast as his career has gone on. He's done amazing in year 20 for a 38-year-old, but let's be realistic. He's not what he once was, and nobody is, after all the wear and tear that he's accumulated on his body. But the problem is that he's being treated like he's that guy. He's being treated as though he's 30-year-old LeBron or even 32-year-old LeBron, and not 38 going on 39-year-old LeBron. It's not there. His shots aren't falling, and his best success is going to the rim, cutting to the hoop, and even playing some bully ball back to the basket, big Bron basketball to get buckets, but he can't sustain it. AD actually had a better game than LeBron did on Saturday, and it seemed like it was ineffective. So it's almost like he has to score 35 points and get 15 rebounds and 3 blocks just for us to even have a chance. Austin Reeves, of course, all of us Lakers fans that have been following him since he came to the squad last season, we knew what his potential could be. I don't know that we all expected him to be basically our third option, part of our quote unquote big three, but he has become that. And he's a baller and he's clutch and he usually does well in the fourth. And of course, Rui has performed well all playoffs, but it just hasn't been enough against the Nuggets. They were the number one seed in the West, and they're showing us why. And all I'm going to say is go Lakers, and hopefully we can win tonight and live to fight another day. But let's just put it in perspective. A couple months ago, we didn't even think we were going to be in the play-in tournament, and here we are in the Western Conference Finals. So I personally have said there's no moral victories or anything like that, but when it comes down to an overall season, I'll take making the Western Conference Finals and losing over not making the playoffs at all. At least they gave us some extra games to be invested in and some more moments to cheer for. I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it, and hopefully Lakers will live to fight another day. Until next time, UNO.